Hey, this is Pastor Tom. Let's continue our overview of Matthew by getting the big picture of chapters 11 through 20 that we'll be studying this week at Louisville Evangelical Free Church. It would be helpful if you rewatched last week's preview of Matthew 1 through 10 to get you acclimated to what's going on here. So back in Matthew 4 through 10, John the Baptist, Jesus, and the 12 apostles all proclaim the same message. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The miracles and overthrowing of Satan's control is clear proof that the message should be believed in those chapters. How will Israel respond? Chapters 11 through 20 show us how Israel responded and how that impacted the proclamation of the kingdom. In 11:16, the Jews said of Jesus, "Look at him, a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners." So the verdict is out. Jesus, quote, began to denounce the cities where most of his mighty works have been done because they did not repent. He had called them to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. But they did not. And the opposition to Jesus increases in chapter 12. The Pharisees opposed Jesus' healing and instead went out and conspired against him how to destroy him. Yet when the crowd see Jesus heal a demon-possessed man, they were amazed and said, "Can this be the Son of David? Was Jesus really who he claimed to be, the long-awaited Messiah who would establish David's throne forever?" But the Pharisees harshly attacked the question. They said, "It is only Beelzebul, the prince of demons, by which this man casts out demons." There could hardly be a harsher judgment against Jesus. So chapters 11 through 12 show the rejection of the offer of the kingdom. A corner has been turned, and they are past the point of return as a nation at this point. From this point on, there is a change in the proclamation of the kingdom of heaven. Chapter 13 contains parables that begin to reveal new truths about the kingdom while still expecting the fulfillment of the long-awaited Old Testament promises of an earthly Davidic kingdom. One of these new truths is that now there will be a delay in judgment until Jesus returns a second time, though wheat and weeds will grow together until harvest time. The Old Testament did not clearly reveal that there would be two comings of the Messiah, but Jesus in his mercy does not bring immediate judgment on the people, but instead reveals an age when anyone can become citizens of the coming future kingdom. So chapter 13 teaches new truths about the kingdom of heaven in response to Israel's rejection. Chapters 14 and 15 continue to show the Jews rejecting Jesus, as well as demonstrating the truth that Jesus is indeed the actual Messiah. So I'll label these chapters as Jesus, worthy of worship. In chapter 16, we are told for the first time that Jesus will suffer and die. No longer is the kingdom near at hand. The focus is now on the coming sufferings of the Messiah. I'll label chapter 16 as the coming cross. With the shock of being told Jesus was about to die, the disciples needed to know that the future Davidic kingdom was only on hold, and so they are shown a preview of the coming kingdom in the Transfiguration. So I'll label chapter 17 a kingdom preview. Chapters 18 through 20 move on to describe the conditions for entering the kingdom of heaven and receiving rewards. We enter like children, willing to leave everything behind for the sake of the kingdom. So I'll label 18 through 20 as the kingdom qualifications and rewards. There are a couple of key questions we need to answer as we study these chapters. First, was it really possible for Israel to repent and the kingdom of heaven come? How does the absolute necessity of Jesus' death and resurrection fit in with all of this? Second, since the kingdom is still future, what does it mean to be sons of the kingdom now who believe this kingdom message? Thanks for joining me. Remember to read through chapters 11 through 20 this week in preparation for our time together on Sunday. God's blessings on your week.